Hello and welcome everyone. In this project, what we'll be doing is I'll be doing a lazy loading application. Basically, lazy loading is a very important topic in React or Angular or in the front-end world, wherein if there is a heavier component, that means something lot of lines of codes is there and a lot of files are there, kind of a reusable component library. One component is very heavy, right? In that case, you load it lazily. Whenever the meaning of lazy loading is just whenever that component will be used, and that will be downloaded. That particular file will be downloaded into your browser, and you can use it. Okay, that is lazy loading of the components. But lazy loading as a concept can be implemented to assets also. Assets means images, can be some other kind of files, right? Which are heavier files. We don't need to download all the images before the user goes to that page, or even if you are there in the page, even if you are there in that feature page where images are used, if you are not scrolling down to that particular image level, why to download that image, right? In that case, what you can do, especially for images or any kind of assets, in that case, we can lazy load that particular image or any other assets, right? So these kind of projects are generally used in real time in the office when you are working. Okay, these might not be found in platforms like YouTube and everything, but I will just give it a try. Let's see. Now, what we will do is we will create a. Okay, I'm having. Okay, I have to expand this little bit because here I have to create a folder. Okay, so this is the component. I have to create a new folder, right? I just write here lazy loading, nothing else. Okay, images I can write lazy loading images. Finish. Okay, so in that what we'll do is we'll create one file that is called image post.jsx, because this is image post, right? Image post. Okay, so in this image post JSX, I am having RFC. It creates the image post. Everything should be in capital letter. I'll just make it capital, simple, nothing else. Okay, and I will link this to my app.js, where I will have my image post over here. Okay, I'll click over here and then import it. But it's not coming. So just let's write here image post, right? That is important. Now, when I say over here, I should see image somewhere over here. Okay, let it compile. It will see. We can see it. Okay. There is some error is there. Check the render method of what happened here. Oh, I have not saved it here. The image, so everything is working fine. Now, in the okay, let me close this. We don't need that anymore. Okay, so here what we need, right. So let's have a this class name, maybe container or title, simple title. Okay, so this is image post. Let's say over here, this is the image post title of h1, and this should be at the center, right? So let's do one thing. Let's create a class name, and then let me write here container. So CSS part I'll not give much importance because we can move to the center, right? Because this is not a CSS project at all, right? So image post. Now what we'll do is that we'll create one more. So we'll be having one more section where we'll having all the images, right? So in that case, what I will do is so what we can do is that we can have a div with class name as sorry, not like this, container, or maybe I'll check and write image container. That will be good, right? Okay. Edit the container first. Okay, it's not taking immediately, right? Okay, so let's create the div first, and then we can edit later. Class name is image container. Okay, Now in this image container, what we need? We will have, first of all, we will get all the images, right? And in this images container, we will loop through that basically the images that we'll get, right? In that case, to get the images, what you have to do? We'll use effect, right? And we will fetch all the images, right? So we have to import use effect, okay? And here I will write fetch images. So fetch images. Not right here, const. What happened here? Oh, twice I will do. Now here we have to pass fetch the URL. We can use async await to do it, right? I can write async, and here I can write await result. Fetch. Okay, I have to write here await over here because I'm waiting for the result, right? And images equals to response dot JSON, right? So this is the result, and then I have to create this set images, or maybe let's write set post of images, okay? But before, let's check what is there in the images. So I just write here log, and I write here images, okay? Now since, okay, what here? Mhm. Okay. Okay, so we have to create post, set post, right? So initially, there won't be any images. So I just write here use state. I will write over here, right? The empty array. It will be empty array because we don't have any posts, or images, whatever you can write. Okay. And we don't have the URL also. So I'll have the URL. That URL is publicly used. So that will be HTTPS JSON placeholder dot IP code. I have opened also. The next steps class photos, not post, photos, right? Okay, so here it will be an empty here, right? So this will fetch me the, okay, one space I'll give. So this will fetch me the images, and I have the images in the post. Now what I have to do is that I have to, okay, let's check whether we are getting it or not, okay? Okay, so I have to just right click and then check whether we are getting that in the log or not, whether the images we are getting it or not, right? So this is the log. Let's clear all these things. And let me save. Oh, what happened here? Oh, I saved it over there, right here. I have to save. So after compilation, it should make the network call, and it is returning a promise, right? Okay, which means that here it is returning a promise. So I put right here await. Now it will work. Okay, so now there are 500 images, right? So 500 records basically. So this 500 records, we are getting what? Album ID, and title, right? And what else is there? Album ID, thumbnail URL, title, and the original URL, right? So this is the image URL. So what you do is that here we have to maybe I'll just create one more load images. Okay. So to load images, I'll pass key. We have a ID, right? Oh, but before these, I have to iterate to the post. So I'll just create, but we iterate in the curly braces, right? And so this is post dot map. So post, right? And this will be returning this. So now I can move this guy to above. Okay. And here the key will be post dot ID, or maybe we can just destructure it. I'll just write here ID. What else is there? ID, then title, or maybe URL. So title and URL. Okay, equals to post. These three things I need. So in the key, I'll pass the ID. Okay, and then the title, I'll pass the title. And in the URL, I will pass the episode. Okay, like this. Or maybe I can just write here in curly braces dot post. That much will be also be enough, not a problem. Okay, but for the sake of simplicity, I've written in this manner. So what is wrong over here? Something wrong? Cannot redeclare. Okay. Okay, in that case, what we can do is we can do simply we can pass like this. Dot post. Finish. We can get everything. We don't need anything of these things. Okay, this is the most simplest way. So what it is saying here. Okay, so we have to it is saying that we have to return something. So in that case, we will just change it to a instead of curly braces, we'll change like this. So very good. Okay. Now what it is saying, ID doesn't need any ID, right? So here I'll just write here post.id. The rest of the thing let it go. Now we'll create a load images component. So load images dot JSX. Okay. So this load images dot JSX. I'll write here RFC. I'm having the load images, right? Load images. Means these I have to do click over here and let's import, not showing now. So I can just import load images, right? Now I imported it. Everything is perfect. Okay. Now what we'll do is let's save over here. Obviously, there will be an error because we don't have the lazy load images. Okay, yeah. So we are having the lazy load image 500 times, right? Which you don't need it, right? So here, what we'll get it is what we are having is I need the ID, I need title, I need URL. Okay, and these three we have to show it over here, right? So what we need? We need a title, we need some data, and we need the image. It's simple. So H1, let's give a title. Okay, title. Go to classes later, and then we need the image. Image equals to sorry, image. So image source equals to the URL, and alt equals to title. Okay. Uh, yeah, yeah, that's it. And after image, there will be a paragraph. You can write anything about the image, right? What is there else? Title only you can write the image, right? Okay, let's see now how it looks. No, I definitely here. Okay. Okay, it was taking time, a lot of time. Yeah, because the image is very heavy, right? So that's the reason it is taking a lot of time because there are 500 images. Yeah, see, my browser got a problem because there are a lot of uh, images and it is taking a hell lot of time. Okay, so what we'll do is we will not load the image fast because there are a lot of images. So it is taking a lot of time to load the images and the size of the image is also very large, right? So much time it is taking for downloading 500 images, right? So what we can do is we don't have to wait for it. What we'll do is we'll not give proper URL. We'll not use the source for now. We'll just not give the URL. Maybe we can give a dummy kind of. That's the problem. I mean, we have to implement lazy loading for that reason because it is taking a lot of time, basically. Okay. Now what we'll do is that we will implement lazy loading. Okay, we can do one thing. We can give some. Meanwhile, we can give some class over here, right? So that it becomes easy. So this class name can be image. Again, right here, image container. Have I written an image container earlier? Okay, here I've written image container. So maybe I'll just write here post. Okay, post. So here will be, okay, let's create some styles first. Okay. So here I will go. My laptop has also become slow because there are a lot of images that got downloaded so fast. So I just write here lazy loading. See, it becomes so slow. Dot CSS. Okay. Now in lazy loading.css, what I'm having is, so let's this is post, right? This is what post. I mean, we can use pagination to show only minimum images, but still. Okay, so anyway, so let me write some. So display flex, okay, and this will be flex direction as column, okay. So let's say, and this lazy loading dot css we have to import over here. So import dot slash. Now, the final part is the lazy loading part. So if you see, I have installed a React lazy load image component. Basically, this is a library, very small library, very small size. You can install it. Just write npm install React lazy load image component. What it will do is that it will lazily load your image. It is only for images. Okay. Now, after installing this, okay, what you have to do is, I'll just show you what I have done. We have to go to our image where we have implemented our image. There, what you have to do is we have to import lazy load image from React lazy load image component over here, like you can see over here, right? That is one thing you have to do, and then you have to import the blur.css because we want to show it in the blurred fashion if we have not reached that image. Basically, when we scroll, because there are a lot of, my screen is getting also hanged because there are a lot of images that I have downloaded. Basically, it is getting downloaded, around 5,000 images are there. So this it is becoming very heavy right now. So basically the use case is like lazy load image that I have used over here. You see, like how we have used the image below image source and alt is there, right? Image tag. Similarly, the lazy load image takes the source as the URL, that is the image URL, and the height as fit content, and width as 500, and effect as a blur. Okay, this much you can give. Basically, you have to import lazy load image and import the blur.css file, and then implement the lazy load image in this manner. Okay, simple as that. Now, after doing this, what you need to do is, just when you go to the browser, you will see its effect. I'll just show you. My screen might get hung up. You see, what is happening is that initially you will see the one image. Okay, but whenever you are scrolling down, you will see the image will not be loaded. The image will be loaded only when you reach to that particular level. Whenever you have to, first you will see the post, then you will see the image. Okay, so let me scroll over here. When I'm scrolling over here, you can see that the images. So now, since I'm scrolling slowly, you can see all the images over here. These are basically dummy images. Now, when I scroll fast, you will see that you see now the image is getting loaded, right? The image got loaded. Initially, you saw the text, then the image came. So basically, when you are loading, when you are scrolling down, you will see that particular effect, that the image will be loading later. First, the text will come. Okay, so React lazy load component is the component that you need to install. Okay, and then that will take care of this lazy loading part. It's a very simple and small library that you have to install. Okay, hope you like this project, and then you can implement. There are other ways to implement the same thing. You can use Webpack to lazily load your image, that you can do, or you can use React.lazy. You can do it to lazily load your images. That also you can do it. But this is a very simple and cool solution to solve the only for images. You can use this particular library. Okay, hope you like this video, and let's move to the next video.